It's another Sunday! It's time for another Ask the Night special, and at the time of recording, WrestleMania 32 is live on pay-per-view and exclusively also on the WWE Network. Subscribe if you haven't done already. You can see in the title below, this is another Firebird or Fenice special. Only he knows the real answer to that one. And let's get to his 3 questions that he's provided, and I'll give 3 answers in response. Seems like a fair trade. Let's get to it. Question 1. What do you think of the new Spider-Man costume for Captain America Civil War? I love it. I think with most Spider-Man costumes, particularly if we're going by what we've seen in the original Sam Raimi trilogy, the short-lived Amazing series, it's pretty much, with the exception of Amazing 1, which was kind of a much more homely made version of the suit, it's pretty much as comic book accurate as you can get for it. Random DCE said this, and I think this speaks volumes. I think after 5 movies being pretty much as close to the comics as possible, I think we can allow a few variants and variations at, at this stage. So I love it, and I like the fact that the eyes narrowed so they look like camera lenses in effect. So yeah, I'm really impressed with that. Although obvious, what was your first reaction to seeing the web slinger finally revealed in the trailer? Number 1, I wasn't expecting it at all. 2, like everybody else that done reaction trailers, lost my mind. Especially on one Facebook video it said, the internet reacts to Spider-Man coming home. People lost their mind, including showing footage of, obviously not of Doug Walker reacting to Spidey finally coming onto the Marvel Cinematic Universe, but it's just this image of him from New Year's Eve. I think it was in 2009, 2010, and the man's just, celebrating, and I'm like, that's how you do it. So yeah, like everyone else, lost my mind with it. I was just so glad to see him come home. Question 3. Which series is better, Spider-Man the Animated Series or Spectacular Spider-Man, and why? I haven't really seen enough of Spectacular Spider-Man to give a proper, full evaluated opinion. But what I have seen of it, it's, this generation's equivalent to the 90s animated series, which in my honest opinion is the best animated interpretation of Spidey today, in regards to writing, the art style, and Christopher Daniel Barnes loved him as Spidey. If Andrew Garfield at this point in time is the quintessential live action Spider-Man, then Christopher Daniel Barnes is the quintessential animated voiceover for Spider-Man. I like Josh Keaton, I really do. I think he does a very good Peter Parker Spider-Man. But Christopher Daniel Barnes, he just nailed it with all the mannerisms, the quirk, the snarky one-liners, especially anything he would say to JJ. I might even go watch a couple of episodes from the animated series, and especially the theme intro of the animated series, so well done. But one thing to do, if you're able to find a version on the internet where the pitch and the tempo have been pushed up a little bit, so instead of hearing Spider-Man, you're Spider-Man. It sounds like the voiceover for the song is actually showing some passion and some real emotion for the theme song. And yeah, if you're able to find that, and then listen to like the slower tempo version, the slower tempo ones, I just find a little, I don't want to say depressing, but it comes across as, oh, this guy doesn't care about it. Whereas as opposed to Spider-Man, it sounds like the guy really cares about what he's singing about, even if it's just seeing Spider-Man, radioactive Spider-Man over and over, but you know, it's an intro that only goes on for like 30 to 60 seconds. I think you can be allowed to not make it overcomplicated. So, that's been the end of another video. You know the shtick by now. If you want to leave a question in the comment section, whether it's here on YouTube, on Facebook, or on dynamicnight.com, just leave a question in the comment section, or tweet a question to me at my Twitter link in the outro. But until then, ask again, and I'll see you next time.